normal clothes? Why are Year 7 students not wearing normal clothes? Why do you have a privilege over them? You're also a student of the community. I thought that uniform is supposed to bring together a community of students, and you're not doing that. Also, but why don't we just set some clothing guidelines as we would in the old working world, rather than having having uniform? We could just wear a formal attire as the IB students are now, and get used to the working world rather than just wearing a uniform. And if we are talking about equality, that comes along with uniforms, we should know that it is definitely not equal that IB students do not wear uniform and normal students do. Do you have something to say?
Claiming that such a bold statement is quite a fancy section. It would be morally wrong to misinform our audience. The uniform is quite a formal attire, which acts as a framework to help young students get used to working in a formal business-style environment. Uniforms, pressing creativity, and individualism is just absolute nonsense, actually. My narrow-minded opponent here would have you believe that by just wearing a different set of clothing, all your creativity is gone. Now, are you saying that these people are not creative just because they are wearing uniform? I would beg to differ, section. Now, is there any evidence that uniform hinders performance? I'm certain that this is not the case. I dare say the opposite is true. If the chair allows it, I would like to target a question of the teachers. Do non-uniform days make students less caring towards their work? Does it make them feel as if they're on holiday? I would like a show of hands, please. Come on, don't be shy. Non-uniform day, do you feel as if students don't work to their full capabilities and not start working because they feel they're on holiday? Have you had any experiences with that? Thank you very much.
Does a teacher really need all their students to be wearing uniform for them to perform at their highest of their capabilities? No. That was a rhetorical question. Furthermore, how is the clothing of a student supposed to impact on the way they learn? If you have gotten up in the morning to get to school, I'm sure you have an expectation in your mind that you're supposed to be learning. It's not the clothing you wear that's going to be affecting the way you learn or the way you produce a piece of work. Other schools have it, and there's no difference in educational standards, I think. Also, the superficial, I know that bullying usually comes along with wearing a uniform, like, oh, so if you're wearing a uniform, there's less bullying, but do you really think that a superficial factor such as clothing will stop a child from picking another child? I mean, if there's no clothing involved, then worse factors can be used to be picked out. So if people are not wearing uniform,
one less reason for bullying is reason enough for me.
I think I've been insulted enough. Thank you.
So okay, that was quite an interesting rebuttal, don't you think so? And you can do quite the same. How, you might ask? Well, it's quite simple. You need to assemble a team of up to 8 students, and you go to Mrs. Conway or Mrs. Young. They will guide you through the process of signing them onto the code classroom where you can go ahead and designate other schools. Remember, we won last year. There's no reason why we can't beat the schools again the second time. Unless